All right, when you get started looking at fabrics, especially if you get online, and you're gonna wanna do that soon, and definitely check the shipping time on how long it will be before your fabric comes if you do order online. But it is really hard when starting out knowing what type of fabric is the right one, because there's so many names out there you just don't even know what they are. In the high school, this little poster board will be found in my classroom, G038. In the junior high, you can find one that looks very similar to this in Mrs. Ash's room. And what you can do with this is look at it and touch and feel the fabric just to kind of see what you like and what you're wanting. I'm gonna go over a few things with you on here right now that will be helpful. The first one is a bamboo spandex. Bamboo, being a natural fiber, is going to be more breathable and it's going to be cooler for these upcoming spring and summer months. So think about, when do you want to wear the top that you're making? Are you wanting to wear it immediately for the warm weather? This is going to be great. This is a 4-way stretch. It's going to have a beautiful drape. It's really a nice fabric. It's a little bit more expensive and it's really, really thin. It does tend to curl up a little bit, so it might be more of a slippery feel as you are serging it. But as far as the wear of it, it's got a nice drape to it, really thin and light for the summer. Very similar to that is the Rayon Spandex. Rayon is a partially natural fiber, and this is also a 4-way stretch. Rayon is very breathable also. It's very light and cool, and so that's gonna be another good option. Rayon Spandex is also readily available at Joann's. If you go to Joann Fabrics and look for a Rayon Spandex, you will have no trouble finding tons of different options. The next one is called a modal. It's a modal, either modal lycra or modal spandex. Lycra is just a brand name for spandex. It's like we call tissues, we call them Kleenex. They're really all just tissues. That's just a brand name. So if you see the word lycra on any of the fabrics that you're looking for, lycra is just another name for spandex. It means that stretchy fiber. So modal is another really nice option. It's got a 4-way stretch to it. It's also cool. It's a medium weight, meaning it is a little bit heavier than the bamboo. The reason you might want to know that is if you have lumps and bumps on your body that you would like to hide, if you have like a mommy tummy or any kind of areas that you like to hide a little bit, couple tips for you. One is choose more of a medium weight fabric. This really super lightweight fabric would show any kind of imperfection on your body, and a little heavier weight is gonna do some hiding. Another suggestion though would be to do a print. A print or a pattern is gonna do a great job of hiding imperfections, not only of your body, but also in your sewing. So if you do a solid colored fabric, you're gonna see more of the mistakes that you make, and you will see more of your body's imperfections, if you have any. So the next fabric on here is a single brush polyester. This is super soft. You do see this available at Joann's. It may not be called SBP, single brush polyester, but if you're looking online for fabric, you're definitely gonna see SBP and DBP. Single brush polyester spandex. It's a 4-way stretch. This is a synthetic fiber. It is man-made. It has some really great properties, like if you it's not gonna get soaking wet if you get sweaty. It's polyester. The sweat just like kind of runs right off of it. And so it is a 4-way stretch, but it's hot. It is not breathable. So for those of you who are cold natured, that's fine. Get it if you want to wear it this summer. But if you are hot and natured and you're gonna wanna wear your top this summer, you might avoid this single brush polyester and the double brush polyester. Both of those, being 100% polyester or a poly spandex blend, they get pretty toasty. They just don't breathe at all. So both of these though are at Joann's and online. The next option is a French terry. And the next set, I believe most of these are 2-way stretch. If you get a 2-way stretch fabric, that's fine. However, you will probably want to size up a little bit, especially in the sleeves, because it doesn't have as much give. But French terry is soft. This is stretches this way, but it doesn't stretch that way. So it's just 2-way stretch. It is soft and breathable and pretty light. Down here you have a cotton jersey interlock. This is gonna be one of those inexpensive knits that you see at the store, and you might be tempted to get them because they're just solid colors, they look a little heavier, kind of like a t-shirt fabric. The problem with them is that they don't have a good recovery. These fabrics up here that have spandex in them, you can pull on them and they shrink right back up to their natural size. On a interlock, if you stretch it out, it tends, especially when you work with it a lot, it's gonna like keep stretched out. It doesn't recover very well. It does not have much vertical stretch either, so it stretches horizontally and it doesn't stretch vertically, so it's two-way. The next fabric that you might see, especially online, would be called Liverpool. Liverpool is a polyester. It's gonna be a little bit hotter. It's got texture on the top and it's really slick and smooth on the back. It's actually pretty easy to sew with because it's thicker. It's a two-way stretch. I've never made the picot out of Liverpool. What the Liverpool is really good for is things like a pencil skirt, more structured pieces. So I'm not saying you cannot use it for the picot, but I've never used that personally. One thing I definitely am recommending against using is this Doodle fabric. So cute, and if you go to Joann's, you see these adorable prints. They come in, most of them are for kids, but some of them are across generations. And they're cute, and you buy them and you wash them and they shrink a ton, and you think you've pre-shrunk them so you're safe. So you spend all this time making something out of it, and then you wash it again. Even if you hang it up, it's still gonna shrink more. And so I just really would not recommend the Doodle Cotton. The last one on here, and this is not the last type of fabric by any stretch, it's just what I had available. But this is a poly spandex jersey. It's a two-way stretch, so it's gonna stretch horizontally, very little stretch vertically. It's gonna curl up. Do you guys see that on the video? It kind of just curls. You will experience that happening the entire time that you're working with this. So not that you can't get it, but it might be a headache for you. Look how nice and flat these other fabrics are laying, whereas this one just wants to just spiral up on you. That makes a difference. So pay attention to some of those things as you're shopping. Here's the deal. You may not pick the perfect fabric this time, but you will start to, over time, find the fabrics that you really love working with. I love working with single and double brush polyester, but I want a shirt for summertime. I'm hot, I get sweaty, and so I have been buying a lot of Rayon Spandex lately. So anyway, I am always here to talk to you. If you need anything, just give me a call or come down and see me. Send me an email. And if you want me to order fabric for you, if you're kind of nervous or scared about it, tell me what you want. I can even give you a couple of names of fabric stores, and I could place one order and we could combine them all together. I also have a whole bunch of fabrics that I have purchased on my own that I'm not going to be using, and so I'm willing to sell that fabric if you would like to look at that, and it'll save you a trip to a store and it'll save you from having to pay shipping for fabric online. You are more than welcome to do that. Of course, it's a limited supply, so I may not have what you like, but you could check that out if you're interested. Just let me know. And I think that's it.